Hi everyone, Melissa here. I am going to be doing another spring set. This one's going to be like very like Easter exploded in your face. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm not usually very inspired by springy colors, but for some reason the colors I've gotten recently have given me a little bit more of that. Plus I got a cool new product, a liquid chrome from Dipp'd that is just so gorgeous. Well, they all are, but it definitely went so well with some of the colors that I have from her last release, and I can't wait to use them together. But first, I don't usually do this in my videos, but I'm gonna be popping off my old nails here because these are the ones that I did with the Après nail extensions, the gel nails. And I used this liquid that is a Presto gel that they came out with that is supposed to be the dehydrator and the primer and gel base and everything in one, so it was the only product I used. And I said I would come back and let you know how well it held up. And I've had these on for 2 weeks, and honestly, usually after 2 weeks, at least the color, because I wear peel base, usually at least the color has popped off. These are still holding strong, so I'm gonna see how well these pop off. Maybe I made a mistake in my peel base application, I don't know. But I'm gonna try and get these off, and then we'll see what those extended tips look like underneath after 2 weeks. First one, and the whole extension came off instead of just the dip powder, so that's not what's supposed to happen. All right, that one came off only in tiny little pieces. I had to make sure that when I went underneath with my little scraping tool here that I didn't accidentally get under the nail tip as well. I tried to get only underneath the dip powder, and I was finally able to get it off, but it took quite a bit of chipping. And again, I think maybe my peel base was the issue there, or this isn't shiny. Did I not? I don't know. It did come off, and this is still pretty well secured on the nail. So I'm gonna just keep that there as long as there's no lifting. I don't see any lifting while I'm filing. Okay, well, messy removal is complete. The one that came off the best was the thumb. So apparently I did okay applying my peel base there, but the rest of them I didn't as well. And I think I found the problem. My peel base is pretty much empty, so maybe that's the problem. I need to get my other bottle if I'm gonna do more nails, because clearly just a tiny thin layer is not enough. So considering how rough the removal process was, the gel tips stayed in place pretty well. There was a little bit of lifting right near the cuticle area that I had to clip off on some of them just because you can't have any lifted nail. It can cause bacterial growth underneath, but I only lost one nail, and that's just because I did not know that the peel base was not gonna work. So that was on me. So I'm going to clean them up. I'm going to do my nail prep and reapply my pinky and then come back to do the nails themselves. But all in all, I like this, and I feel like this had the same staying power as when I do my pH bond and my primer and gel base before builder gel. So it definitely does what it says it does. All right, got that finished up. My pinky nail went on very quickly. I mean, that's one thing I love about these tips. They are very quick. I cut it down. I kind of filed the rest of them down, cleaned them up. I took a nail file and kind of filed under on the underside to thin them out a little bit because they were getting a little bit thick, and put gel top coat over the top of it to give it that shine that I need for the peel base to actually work, because I'm not doing that again. And yeah, I know they don't look perfect, but that's fine because I'm putting dip powder over the top of them and it's all going to even out in the end. I'm gonna open up, I've got brand new peel base. We're gonna go back, brand new, and make sure we have peel base that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a layer of this, and then we'll get into my colors. If you came here for the design, then this is your time. While those are drying, while the peel base is drying, we're gonna go through, or I will go through, the colors I'm going to use today. I've got Double Dipped's Silent Whisper, which is a really gorgeous kind of minty green color, like pale pastel. I have Glimmer of Spring. Now it looks really, really yellow in here, but these glitters are all very sheer, and I will show that to you when I pour this out. They have a beautiful shift of like this pink and purple and coral in there, and when it's on the nail it shears out so much you can barely see any of that pink or any of the yellow in there. It's just so springy. I'm gonna use just a little bit of the apricot punch from Double Dipped that I used for my ombre last time, just for one of the nails, and then I'm going to be using this liquid chrome from Double Dipped called Fairy Wings. This is one of the new things she just released, and it is gorgeous, and the colors just go so well with these two. These should be dry now. Yes, okay. I'm going to start with mostly applying Silent Whisper. There's going to be a lot of it. I'm doing full nail, and then I will do just a couple layers here. Here. I haven't decided. You know me. I don't always figure out my layout until I'm in the middle of it. Full layers here. But one of these nails is going to be Silent Whisper with Glimmer of Spring over the top, just one layer for it. And the other is going to be an ombre of Apricot Punch and Silent Whisper with an ombre of Glimmer of Spring over the top. So I'm just gonna start dipping and I will figure out where I'm gonna put what as I go. Take a look at that. Again, you're seeing a lot of yellow and a lot of green on the screen, but I can pour it a little bit into here. I was going to do that anyway because I'm going to put a little more application with the larger pieces, but it's pretty sheer, and once you have it on, really you can just mostly see that flash because that yellow green color goes really sheer. It's pretty translucent, so I'm just gonna tap this out because I'm gonna just lay in one layer on this nail. Now, because I have activated and filed this, that means my first layer of dip base I put on is gonna dry very quickly, so I'm gonna put one layer on, let that dry, and then use my second layer to actually lay into the glitter. And of course, I'm still gonna hand place a little because I can never just let things be. All right, while those are drying, I'm going to do the chrome. This is a chrome that you can do with dip liquids. I'm gonna show how you can do it with the dip top coat, but I will probably use gel for actually doing it, and I'll show you why. So I activated and I did my first layer of dip top. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my second layer of dip top. And once that's dry, we'll put the chrome on. Okay, while I have this top coat drying, I'm going to put on some gel top coat on this one because I'm going to chrome them both. And I just kind of wanted to see the difference between how well it chromes with gel and how well it chromes with dip powder. Okay, for the gel, I'm going to, well, let's see, this is dry. So on the dip liquid, once it is completely dry, the dip top coat, I'm going to spread some of this over the top. You can see that is absolutely a gorgeous chrome, especially over this mint color. Now, if you're going to be chroming on something that is not going to actually like soak up the chrome pigment in the liquid, then you have to just very gently rub it in. You can't go crazy with it, or you will rub off the chrome effect. And you can see that when this is on here, it is very slight, and I really can't rub it too much. I kind of have to mostly rub it on with the applicator itself. You can see it is there. It's not a mirror finish, but I'm gonna put it on this one now with the gel. And again, I'm gonna rub it on with the applicator. But then I can also go in and rub it into the gel. So this gel I've cured for 30 seconds like I would anytime I'm doing chrome. So I can start rubbing it into the nail, and the chrome pigment itself will actually integrate itself into the gel. I don't want to rub too hard right away. I'm rubbing pretty gently at first, because if I rub too hard, it kind of rubs the pigment off instead of rubbing it in. So just gently running my finger over. As I do that, I'm going to add a little bit more and do that again so I can get into any spots that did not pick up any of that pigment. So it's definitely more of a labor of love with this. You can get this mirror shine here. You have to put the liquid on there, let it sit for quite a while so that it fully dries on there, and then you can kind of rub it. You see I'm able to go back in and like push some of that pigment back on with my finger, and if I gently rub with the pigment that's on my finger, I can get it back into that top coat. Again, you can see it is visible, it is there. Getting it on with a real consistent coverage is far more challenging with dip top coat, but if you're a person that can't do gels, it's nice to know that this chrome will actually give a mirror finish on a dip top coat, because that's not something that happens very much. However, it does wipe right off. You would have to work with this quickly enough that you could add another dip top coat, and the activator that was already in there would be enough to dry that final dip top coat over the top of the chrome. So it can be done. It's going to be more work and just more difficult to get just right. I just want to get this. I want this because that is so pretty. So I'm going to file off my dip top coat here and then go back in with the gel and finish off this nail, and I think I'm gonna do this one too. So I'm gonna finish filing and chroming, and then I'm gonna top everything with gel, and then we'll show the final nails. All right, there is the final look. The flash in the chrome and the flash in the glitter just go so beautifully together. It's like the absolute perfect colors because they both have corals and kind of like a pinkish. I don't know. I love it. It's definitely more like sparkly, not sparkly, flashy, I guess, than my usual thing. But again, I said I was gonna have like Easter explosion on my nails, which is pretty much what this is. To me at least, anyway. I hope you love this, and if you want to check out any of the stuff at Double Dipped, the Fairy Wings Chrome, or any of the colors that I used today, Apricot Punch, Silent Whisper, and Glimmer of Spring is the glitter, then you can use my code Melissa's Mayonnaise 18 and you get and you can use my code Melissa's Mayonnaise 15 and you get 18% off. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me as always. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll get into some more fun, bright, and summery things soon. I only got about 8 more weeks until summer, and I am so excited.